Lorne used to always tell us, he used to always tell me, he used to be like, stop auditioning for the job. You have it.
Nice.
And it was frustrating as hell because I didn't know what it meant. And what I think he was trying to say was, you don't have to convince me you can do it. Just do what you do. We trust you.
Yeah.
And then, we started to do that. And the things that started to work were the things that felt the most natural. So we just steered toward that. And then it got pretty decent.
Think about how many people he said that to before he fired them.
I will not sit here for any Lorne Michaels slander. That man has never fired anyone. Everyone's quit and given up on him. No.
First of all, thanks for coming. Jenny said today, Jenny goes, when you started the podcast 5.5 years ago, you were like, maybe Che will do it.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing it, baby. Of course.
This is like your timeline. I feel like I feel like our relationship is such that I'm comfortable asking you for a thing once a year. But isn't there an etiquette to that?
Yeah, I think there's an etiquette, but it's also, that doesn't apply, I don't think.
You don't think so?
I don't really think so.
Okay.
Well, for you, I don't think that applies.
I don't know, man. Because you also trash podcasts in your Instagram stories, and it's hilarious. But you kill podcasts.
I love podcasts.
No, you don't.
I'm always worried about doing them. I think I'm secretly afraid of them.
Do you think so?
I think so. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's a lot. You're like, I feel like the more you talk, the closer you are to danger. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. In a way, like you could be doing an hour, but if you do that hour 5, that last 5 minutes could ruin the whole hour.
Yes.
I feel like podcast is that 5 minutes
overexposure
after the set. Yeah, you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, man.
I should have got off on that laugh. You know what I mean? That's how I feel with podcasts.
That is so
but
funny.
for a career,
I had the same fear about doing this podcast in the first place.
Really?
I only did it because of pandemic. For years, people were like, you should do a podcast. I was like, nah, too much me.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Too much me. And then I was like, and then I had to do it because no one was getting on stage. So I was like, oh, I'll just do comedy except on the radio. And then it's like, the longer I did it, I was like, nah, it's fine. Because the people, you know why it's not overexposure? Because the people who like it. People who don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
But isn't that like what we do it for? It's like when it's fun.
Right.
To me, that's the best case scenario is just to do it when it's fun.
It seems like that's what your show last night is, right? At Hannibal's place?
Yes.
At Isola?
Oh, snap. Yeah. You got to come by.
I'm going to come.
He closed it out. It was a blast, man. It was like, remember Hannibal used to do Knitting Factory.
I know.
In that same location. And
then he bought it.
So this is sort of like our way of bringing back Sundays,
I think it's great.
It's so much fun. And
so you're going to do it every week?
It used to be every comedian coming up used to have a bar show.
Yeah, I know.
That used to be the thing, and now I feel like nobody has them.
I wonder. Let me ask Gary and Mabel. They're comics. People have bar shows?
Just at a bar.
Yeah.
Well, this is how I find out I'm out of touch.
I think they're tons.
I don't. Every time I ask comedians, I'm like, what's the hot shows going? And everybody's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that crazy? Am I making that up?
You must be a star of a hit television show.
But there used to be. I saw Robin Williams at the Knitting Factory. I saw Chappelle at the Knitting Factory.
Really?
I saw everybody there. That's how I got SNL. Was at the Knitting Factory.
Really?
Jost came by. He was head writer at the time.
No.
At the Knitting Factory, and he was like, "Dude, you got to come. You got to come to SNL."
No.
And I got a 2-week guest writing deal, and then they asked me to stay. I've been there since.
That's unbelievable.
That used to happen. Has that happened at a bar show yet? Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
Never happens at bar shows anymore.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was head writer with Seth at the time. And
he's been living in your shadow ever since.
Thank you for saying that. No, yeah, he was head writer with Seth at the time, and they was doing like this 2-week program where he was bringing in 2 different writers. I think Peretti.
I remember that.
Yeah, Peretti came. I think like the term right before me.
So you did 2 weeks of guest writing.
Yeah.
And it went well. And then
I wouldn't say it went well. It went decent. It was, I mean, they hired me. So
you get anything on?
I got one. Yeah, I did get something on.
Why are you like?
Because it would never get on today.
Oh, really?
And, oh, my God. Yeah.
Can you say what it is?
It's rough. It's pretty rough.
You got to say it.
Well, it was a romantic comedy called "She's Got a Dick," and it was it was at the time. You have to remember this was a long time ago, but it was really funny. And
I don't recall that.
Yeah, I think it's been scrubbed from the internet. But it was just like a fun trailer.
Sure. Wow.
Yeah,
that's so funny because I always
foreshadowed my entire writing career there.
Well, no. What's funny is when I think about what you and Jost do, it is so damn reliable every week, and it's actually edgy on network TV, I think.
First of all, thank you, but it's hard for me to ever see it that way because I remember when it was the exact opposite for so long. So it feels like it's like, I remember it being terrible. So for it to be something that people like is just like still kind of bizarre.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
What period of time do you think it wasn't good?
Oh, for the first few years, it was rough. It was really rough. But it was like, it was hard to do. Like, to be honest with you, I feel like I can say it to you because you'll know what I mean. You usually say like in interviews and stuff, and people if you don't tell jokes or write jokes, you won't know what the fuck you're talking about. But I feel like there was a time when Seth did it before us. And so Seth's writers, we inherited Seth's writers.
Yeah.
So when they're writing jokes for Seth, it's different than writing jokes for me or, So for me in particular, it was hard for me to learn how to do update and tell a joke that I would tell as opposed to a joke that they give me to tell.
Of course.
And so I had to learn how to do it. And also reading a joke and telling a joke is so tricky because your mind is going 2 different places.
Yeah.
Like every word has a music to it.
Yeah.
To make the joke land. So when you're just reading it on a page, you don't just read it and it works. It's gotta like there's a rhythm to it,
Yeah.
So remembering the rhythm on cards is almost better to just remember the joke than it is to read the joke.
Totally.
And I feel like for joke writers, they don't really understand that as much. And for joke tellers get it.
Yeah.
That's why if you ever watch SNL, not all the time, there's like a few exceptions, but usually stand-ups have the hardest time with cards.
Yeah.
And it's not because we can't read them, it's just because we're making choices on every word.
Yeah.
In a way that I don't think actors typically do.
Yeah.
Just from what I've seen. So that was like the trickiest part for years. It took us like 2 or 3 years before we could kind of like figure out a groove of, all right, you do these kinds of jokes, I'll do these kinds of jokes, and then we could kind of have fun and learn, and then we can balance each other. And also just like finding that chemistry when we're always in a single was like tricky too. Just figuring out how to stay alive when he's telling jokes and how to make it seem like we're in the same building because so much of it is reaction.
Yeah.
Then it's like small things that just matter so much more than
knowing when the camera's on you.
Yeah, and Lorne used to always tell us, he used to always tell me, he used to be like, stop auditioning for the job, you have it.
Nice.
And it was frustrating as hell because I didn't know what it meant. And what I think he was trying to say was, you don't have to convince me you can do it. Just do what you do. We trust you.
Yeah.
And then, we started to do that. And the things that started to work were the things that felt the most natural. So we just steered toward that. And then it got pretty decent.
Think about how many people he said that to before he fired them.
I will not sit here for any Lorne Michaels slander. That man has never fired anyone. Everyone's quit and given up on him. No,
that is...
No, dozens.
Of course. But that's great advice.
It's great advice, and it's also
great
like
advice for anything.
He says stuff that you're just like, you forget he's like a one of one in this business of how much, like this guy's, usually when you have a show and Will Ferrell is your star and he leaves, that show's off the air. You know what I mean? Like typically. Or if Tina Fey's your head writer and she leaves, usually it's hard to bounce back. You know? This guy's
you don't get bigger.
Yeah, you don't get bigger. The turnover that he's had to do, he's had to watch Bill Murray leave. You know what I mean? It's like it's crazy what he's seen and how often he's had to do this.
It's so funny that you talk about like that the first few years you guys struggle, because I was watching that period. I didn't clock it.
Oh, you must not read the reviews.
No, I don't. I don't read the reviews.
No, yeah, we definitely stunk, but it's okay.
You guys, I think, and Norm are probably the best to do it.
Well, Norm is I think everybody's sort of sentimental favorite.
He's amazing. I mean? Like, he was amazing.
That's by far my favorite, just because of the way he did it, the way he approached it was just. It's a thing that you just can't do anymore. You know, like it didn't matter if it worked in the room or not. Like, you know, what I mean? Like he kind of had a way of doing it where it was just like, oh, this is just Norm's segment, and you could forget about any notes.
It's a perfect example of like the thing you're talking about of like not reading the rhythm of the cards, because he just talked the way he talked.
He just talked the way he talked, and he found what, like when he told a joke, you knew he thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And that was all that was important to him.
Yeah.
And it makes it funny because it feels like it's a joke between him and the audience.
Yeah.
Even when the studio audience isn't laughing, at home you're like, oh, this is amazing. You're watching this guy kind of do whatever he wants. There's sort of a freedom to that. And I think like the show is scrutinized in a way that I don't think it was before social media.
Right.
Where
I feel like Norm would have been killed.
It would have been tough to get away with that now.
Yeah.
Every week, but
you guys get away with a lot. I mean, the joke swap, I think, is one of the most innovative joke constructs I've seen written in years.
That's another thing that it was like, those were all jokes that we would do at Dress that would not work. They were bombs. That's why we did it.
Yeah.
So like the bit started because we had all these jokes that we loved that would kill us in the room, and then we tell them at Dress, and we would get iced. I remember one time, I don't know if it was me or Jost, but I remember we told the joke and it was so quiet, and one lady just yelled, "No." And it was like, that was it.
In the dress rehearsal?
In the dress rehearsal, it was like, no. And we were like, no? Wow. Okay. But like, so we would have those jokes. We'd have like stockpiled those jokes. So we thought, I think it was like Tina and Amy or somebody was hosting, and they came on the update desk, and we was like, for Christmas, let's do something where we give each other a joke.
Yeah.
And, you know, we give each other a joke as like, here's a joke that bombed that you loved, and you get to say it for Christmas.
Yeah.
Just change it. It was the same jokes that died.
Yeah.
But just letting the audience know that these are bad jokes made them laugh hysterically. But it was just like an odd, just the context changed.
It's crazy.
And then we was like, oh, let's do it again. Jost came up with it. He was like, let's do it again, but like, let's do it blind. You don't know when I'm going to tell. You know what I mean? Like you tell me what to say, and then I tell you what to say.
Yeah.
And then let's see who. So I'm thinking he's trying to trap me. So I'm like, oh, this guy's trying to trick me and get me to say something terrible. I'll show him. So I wrote new ones that were horrific. And we get to air, and he wasn't trying to trap me at all. It was just a regular thing. So I went so hard, I overkilled. And then that's kind of been the rhythm of it. Now he's been trying to get me back, and I'm trying to like one up it. I'm always paranoid, thinking that they're all gonna get me, and then I'm always overshooting it.
Well, it's funny. Like it's a great testament to sometimes jokes need a reconfiguration for the audience, like a recontextualization.
Sure. Yeah, I think a lot of times the audience, audiences just want to know it's okay to laugh.
Yeah,
you know, like I think like the way comedians or the way people feel judged by like I don't want to say this and get in trouble. I think audiences feel like I don't want to laugh and get in trouble. Like you ever do you do like a corporate thing and the boss is there and nobody wants to laugh, or somebody's with their wife, they don't want to laugh at certain things. You know what I mean? Like it's just like there's always this tension.
By the way, you do corporate events?
I've done like two.
Like what?
I did one this year.
What company?
I did
what
one
company?
This year. I don't even know what was
Michael
that.
Chase, really? We're gonna go with. You won't offend anybody?
No, I did. We did one for like some tech thing in like the Manhattan Center or something.
Oh my God!
This year, very rare.
Someone's getting fired.
I say no to all of that stuff, but
I'm sure.
But it's that like you know what I mean.
Of course.
It's always like people trying to find permission to laugh and trying to feel free to laugh. So if you set the stage of this is bad, it's
right.
okay. They sort of are like, oh, that's really funny that you thought that would work.
Right.
Then the joke becomes, I can't believe you made him say this thing.
That's right.
As opposed to, I'm laughing at this hard joke, even though you kind of are laughing at this hard joke.
We had a thing in Sleepwalk with Me, my movie, where my character is really unlikable, doing some crazy shit. And so in the edit, I just say, before I tell you this part of the story, I want to remind you, you're on my side. Yeah. and then it did great.
And then it softens everything. It softens everything.
Because the audience is like, oh, okay, I get it. He knows he's being a little shitty.
Yes.
And so we're okay allowing for that.
But that's that stand-up instinct. Like, I guarantee you, if you'd never done stand-up, you wouldn't know that would be the fix.
That's right.
Because you wouldn't, like, we know game speed.
Yeah.
We get to see the joke as soon as we find out a joke's not good as soon as it comes out of our mouths.
Yeah.
And the same time as the audience finds out it's not good.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff that I've definitely said that I was like, why would I ever think that could work? That's not funny to me or anybody. But right before I said it, I couldn't wait to tell this joke. But I think there's something to that for performing jokes that you kind of get, it sharpens that instinct a little bit.
Yeah, Pete Holmes was saying on the show last week, and I think he's right. It's like when you're starting out, you have to remind yourself that it has to make you laugh.
Yes.
Because sometimes you're like, no, this is funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me laugh, but it's funny.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, no, it actually has to make you laugh.
It makes me, like, I get in trouble sometimes on the internet for, like, laughing at my jokes on Update.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't think people realize I'm not laughing at my joke. I'm laughing at you not laughing at my joke. Like, that's funny.
Or laughing.
Or laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm laughing at the audience's reaction.
That's a hard thing to explain to people sometimes. Is they'll see me laugh on stage. I'm like, no, I'm laughing at you.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny to watch you process this.
Yeah.
Because I know what I think, and I'm watching you react to it in the same way. Like, it's that, I think people miss that.
Odds are you thought about it for like 10 hours.
Exactly.
So you've had a lot of time to think about how they'll react to it.
Exactly. It's like, it's fun. It's like showing a baby magic. You know what I mean?
Totally.
It's kind of like, wow, it's fun to do.
Was there ever a joke swap where you were like, no, this is too far. We're going to have to cut this?
No.
No?
Never.
That's interesting.
I've known some that they thought I should cut. They were really scared about the April Fool's one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, for April Fool's, I did this thing where I told the audience not to laugh at anything Colin said.
Oh God. Without telling him?
Without telling him. I told the audience in holding, like, hey, when Colin comes out, don't laugh at anything he says.
That's so good.
And I wanted to do it for like a whole segment.
Yeah.
And they were like, you can't do that to him.
Yeah.
You can't do it. And I was like, it's funny. I was like, the longer it goes, it's funny. And it was like, you can't do it. So we like negotiated it down to like 2 or 3 jokes, I think.
Yeah.
Which, I was kind of mad about because I think it's funnier the longer it goes. But it ended up being okay. And I remember at one point, no one laughs, and then I tell my first joke, and it gets a huge laugh.
Yeah.
And then he goes again, no one laughs again. It's like real tepid. And then he writes down on the book as I'm telling the joke, I can see him writing. It's like, this is the worst update I've ever done. He's like spinning. And then finally, we let him in on it because I had someone yell, you stink, from the audience. And then we just like let him in. And he's literally like, that was a tough one for him to recover from. I remember thinking like afterwards, like, I'm glad we only did it for 2 or 3 jokes because
you do it for air. You do it just for
we
dress.
did it for air.
That's
not a dress at all. Not a dress at all.
That's unbelievable.
That was really mean. It was really mean. That was one that I was like, oh, God, yeah, I'd probably.
How come every year on SNL in the summer there's like headlines that are like Che's not coming back?
I think it's because I keep posting that I'm not coming back.
Is that what it is?
I think that's why. I think they're getting that from me now.
What is the psychology of this every year? Do you actually think you're not coming back?
Yeah, I always think I'm not coming back.
And what happens?
I don't know. I think I get it from my mom. You know, like every year my mom complains about like doing Thanksgiving and how much she has to do for Thanksgiving. And
this is ridiculous.
She has to like stay up all night and and everybody's like, well, why don't you just not do it? We'll go somewhere else. And she's like, well, then y'all going to complain. Like, no, we won't complain. But she has to do that. She has to tell herself that she has to do it, even though she doesn't want to do it, so that everybody can say, well, we're glad you did it. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe for me, I need to tell myself I'm leaving so that I could stay.
We're glad you did it.
Thank you.
We're glad you did it.
I'm so glad.
And that's why?
I'm so glad
that's why you do this
me.
Every year?
I just need you guys to fight for me, man.
I need you guys to fight for me.
Just fight for me.
This is crazy.
No, I don't know. I do think psychologically, I always, it's an exhausting season.
Well, it is. And also, like, by the way, I mean, Chris Rock loves you. You know that. You're friends with Chris.
I love Chris, yeah.
He's always like, if Che left the show.
Yeah, I know.
If Che left the show, he'd be the biggest comedian on the planet.
Yeah, that's what you want to hear from your heroes. Well, you'd be great if you leave. No, it's a lot. It's a lot when you really, really care. I'll say that. Because it could also be a real little bit.
Of course.
But it's a lot when you're trying to be funny. Like, I don't know what it is, but on like that Sunday after a Saturday, I could sleep 12 hours straight.
Yeah.
Like, it's exhausting. I don't know why. Like, you could have one sketch in, but it takes like every single part of your, because there's so many moving parts. Like, people see the show and they critique it, or they say it's not funny, or all this and whatever. That could all be true. I'm not here to campaign for the merit of how funny or not funny it is. But I will say the amount of work that goes into what you see. Everybody that criticizes the show, I wish they could just watch it one time live so they could appreciate that this is the thing that's never coming back once it's gone. You know, like this will never be greenlit again.
Yes.
It's incredible.
That's so true.
And I've seen everybody in awe. Everybody that is your hero, I've seen them say, oh my God, how are we going to do this by Saturday?
That's hilarious.
You know what I mean? So like, it is something it's special. So when you care, when you're really competing, when you're really trying to get something to work, it's draining more than any stand-up I've ever done, more than anything I've ever done. So yeah, by the time you've done 20 of them in a year, you're like, I don't want to do this again, you know? And then you kind of have a summer. You have a summer where you start to sort of hear people say, you know, boy, we love this. Good job. You know, they remember like 2 or 3 moments even. Of all the stuff you've done, they remember like 2 or 3 things you've done. And they're like, oh man, I love that. I can't wait till it comes back. Or anything that happens in the news, your inbox gets flooded with, oh, you guys got to do this. And da-da-da. It makes you care about going back, and you get excited about going back. And then there's new talent coming in, and then you find out about who's hosting, and it makes you want to go back. So it is kind of cyclical of emotions, but
I bet it's like living in New York. It's like when you live in New York, you think everything is happening in New York. When you work at SNL, you're like, it all happens here.
Yeah, that's a great point too. Wow. You do therapy?
I have I've had a therapist 20-something years.
You'd be a good therapist if you should just do like amateur therapy.
I think if it all
you know how people do amateur porn? You should do amateur therapy. Because like amateur porn is better than regular porn. Amateur therapy might be better
No,
than
amateur
regular
therapy could be huge.
Could be huge.
Yeah, no, amateur therapy could be $1,000 an hour.
Easily.
Especially if it's funny.
From Birbiglia, I would do it. I would pay $1,000 just to see what it is.
You're on it. You're on it right
now.
I'm
doing it. I just got 2 like resolutions just now.
What'd you get?
The New York thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you also said, thank you.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate you. I do.
That's more than both of my parents has ever done for me. Right there.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate your comedy.
Oh, stop it. Seriously?
I'm serious.
I
never say this on the show.
Man.
Yeah, I feel so much gratitude for your comedy. I really do.
That blows my mind. Seriously?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
When you were...
I got to go call Lorne. I got to quit this show.
On the Eddie Murphy documentary, you were saying when Eddie was on, it was the most stressful week. When he came back.
I didn't see the documentary.
You didn't see the documentary?
I can't watch it.
Really?
No.
Why?
I don't know. It's too weird.
Because you're too close to it somehow?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
But what did he say?
It's a good documentary.
I've heard it's great. It's Eddie.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I actually was kind of blown away by it because I thought I knew everything. And then it's like, oh, you get to know much more.
I'm going to force myself to watch it.
The sense that I got from it is like, he's pretty grounded.
It was kind of crazy.
All these years of being a star for 50 years.
It makes no sense that he could
it makes no sense.
Yeah.
What's crazy is in the documentary, you also go like, first 6 months of the show, he would take the subway back, stay and live with his parents.
That's wild.
When he was on the show.
Yeah. That's like when the Yankees used to take the train. And it was like, what? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I will say that of all the people that we've had literally everybody. Nobody was Eddie Murphy. Like
that's interesting.
It's crazy how good he is at sketch comedy.
What's crazy?
He's embarrassingly talented. Like it's like discouragingly talented. I would say at comedy. Like he can just do anything. Like cold. Like anything. Like what I was saying, like, oh, you make a choice on every work, it's hard for stand. None of that applies to Eddie Murphy. Like, none of it. You could literally, he can do anything as funny as anybody.
Right. He's got like Michael Jordan level superiority.
It's unfair.
That's
it's
interesting.
Really unfair. It's kind of like, it's more like LeBron in a way. I think Michael Jordan is the greatest, by the way. I'm not trying to haggle, but I'm saying LeBron in a way of like Michael Jordan still looks like other basketball players. Like when you see LeBron, you're just like, well, nobody's that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like, he's like, nobody's 6'9" and runs like that. And does, like, no one does that part.
Right.
You forget how crazy LeBron actually looked. Like that's what Eddie is, where you're just like, well, nobody can do everything. And he can do everything.
He can do everything.
Literally everything.
Yeah. And stand up.
And stand-up.
And like, acting. And still, 10 characters in the movie.
They're still copying his stand-up 35 years later.
Yeah.
Like, still. It's crazy.
At the end of the SNL, the Good Nights, people always talk on the Reddit. There's a whole Reddit thread about how you don't say good night.
They notice that. Well, it used to be.
Come on.
Hang on now.
Come on.
Hang on. There used to be a time where there was so many people in the cast where you might not have noticed. I haven't been on Good Nights in a very long time, but usually there was so many people. Like, how could you keep up? There's a lot of people on that stage. Usually, it started like I would skip like one or two, just kind of decompressing, or like I'm in my dressing room, like just like show's over or whatever, thing, but I missed Good Nights. Then I found out no one cared if you missed it as much.
Yeah, sure.
And then I just stopped.
Do you go home?
No, I don't go.
Because I've gone to the after party and I don't think I've ever seen you at the after party.
A lot of times at the after party, I don't really like to go to the after party too much because it's a slippery slope. You go to the after party one time, you go to the after party and then you end up at the after party and then you end up coming home at like 9 a.m. and then your whole Sunday's gone.
Right.
But the Good Nights, then it just kind of been like, then it was like funny. I'm like, how many can I miss? And now But I'm gonna start going because I really didn't know people knew. My mother mentioned it one time, and I was like,
Oh yeah, she's on the Reddit.
Yeah, she probably started it. Yeah. Oh damn, I didn't know. Okay, well, I'm coming back.
Here's what Jost said. Jost goes, Jost, you have a question for Che? He says, if you could have dinner with anyone named Hitler, living or dead, who would you choose?
Kanye. Kanye. Hitler. No, oof, that's a terrible question.
And then the other thing he says is, where'd you get that really cool Knicks jacket I saw you wearing?
I almost wore it today, too.
Must have been a great friend with cool style who bought it as a thoughtful present. And wow, Kwanzaa's right around the corner. Have you bought that friend any special gifts yet?
You got to tell me how he spelled Kwanzaa. I just want to know that he got it right.
He got Kwonzaa.
Oh, not bad.
I think that's it, right?
I think so, yeah.
Count it. What's crazy is like, I didn't know this because I've known you for 15 years probably, forever, before SNL.
Pretty much, yeah. Remember we went to Australia?
Yeah, we went to Australia. It was us and Pete Holmes. Celebrated Pete Holmes' birthday in Australia.
It's the first time I ever played tennis.
We played tennis at that person's, oh my God, at that person's house.
That? Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I forgot that until you're just saying it.
Yeah.
They were like, we're in Australia at the Melbourne Festival. You, me, Pete Holmes, David O'Doherty. And they were like, do you guys want to go, a bunch of us, like, to the country? And we were like, yeah, we'll go to the country. We're thinking it's going to be Australia, kind of like see wildlife, animals, etc. They just drive us to like some rich person's house who has a tennis court
kind of thing or something like that.
And then we were kind of all like, this is so far. It's like 2.5 hours away. And
it was super far.
It was super far. And then we got there, we were like, this is like America.
Yeah, that was crazy to just see how people, like I'd never seen anybody that rich before. Did you grow up like around like a lot of money?
I did not grow up around a lot of money. I feel like when I was in college, I started to know people where they'd have a lot of money and go, oh, okay. When was the first time you met people with money?
When I was in high school, I never went to college. When I was in high school, I went to LaGuardia Performing Arts, and it's a public school.
Yeah.
But you have to audition to get in. So that means there would be kids there that had a ton of money, and there'd be kids like me who didn't anything. But I remember I was in a class with this kid. To this day, I don't remember his name because I didn't call him by his name. I called him Matt. Long story. But I remember Seinfeld was visiting the school.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld was visiting the school, and Seinfeld had just went off the air. And it was like no one's seen Jerry Seinfeld.
Right.
And he came to the school, and this kid was like, yeah, Seinfeld's coming. He lives in my building in Central Park.
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't grasp that I was in a class with a kid that lived in Seinfeld's building. Like, what? I didn't know that was a thing. I never met anybody like that owned anything. You know what I mean? It was just crazy.
So the thing I read that I never knew is you went to LaGuardia and then you were printing shirts and selling them on the street. Is that true?
Don't make it sound so glamorous. But it was that glamorous.
You were printing shirts.
No, yeah. Okay. Yeah. There was like a streetwear kind of craze where a lot of people were trying to be independent fashion T-shirt designers.
Okay.
And
it was like early 2000s kind of thing?
Early 2000s kind of thing. I got caught up in that wave, and it cost me some money. But it was fun. But
you got a job at Tommy Hilfiger because of it.
There was one time I was on the street, and Tommy Hilfiger's son and some friends, long story short, was they saw my shirts, they liked them, and they was like, yo, you should come. I'm going to bring my dad. And I was like, okay, whatever. And not too long after, his dad pulls up, and he's like, I love your stuff. He's like, why don't you come to the house? So I went to their house in Connecticut, and they were really nice, and I brought some stuff, and he was showing me his art. He had like all these crazy Warhols and nuts. And that was like the first time I ever seen that type of thing. I guess that's the first time I ever seen it.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then he asked me to come to his job, like his office, which was like on the west side, like meatpacking somewhere. And he went to the studio. I went to the studio. He took me to the studio to do like some designs. He wanted to do some like new logos. And he like introduced me to everybody in that department. Like he like brought me to meet all these people. Like, hey, this kid's good and all of this stuff. And I'm like, this is terrifying. And then he set me up with a desk and a computer, and yeah, that's it.
And then you worked there for a couple of years. And
No. Did not work there for a couple of years. I did some I did some designs, and then I said, I think I'm just more comfortable working from home.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, go work from home. Just come back when you want. And I just never went back.
Oh, wow. You meant literally. I would like to work from home. Okay. I'll be at home.
And I talked to him too recently. I talked to him not too long ago when we laughed about it, but it was just, it was like terrified. I think I was just like terrified of
That's crazy.
opportunity.
And then when you were at LaGuardia, were you like, I'm going to be a comedian? Like, when did it occur to you?
It occurred to me when, I don't know, I was bummed out about the Hilfiger thing. I was bummed out about, I just didn't know what to do. I felt like I like blew a chance.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to start trying stuff that I just want to try while I'm still young enough to try it. I was like 25 or something. And I was like, just try it. And I just tried stand-up. But stand-up, it was probably the same for you, but like, it just felt like I spoke the language quick.
Yeah.
Like I just understood it.
Yeah.
It felt like my first language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my brain thought in that. I didn't have to like try to figure out how a joke could work.
Yes.
And I feel like with art, I had to like try to figure out what it is I wanted to do. And different other mediums, I was like, I had to like figure it out. But stand-up was just more like, oh, this is like my first language. So I never thought about anything else after that.
Did your first open mic go well?
I don't know. It was like it was like the first time being on an airplane. It was like I just felt different.
Yeah.
Like I was looking, I don't know what I said. I don't even know what happened. It felt different. It was like, oh, this fits. It was like,
yeah.
It was crazy. You ever see like those videos like somebody could hear for the first time or something like that? It's just like the way they light up. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it went well. It went well for me because I knew that was all I was gonna do.
Right.
I did the comedy. I think it was called the Comedy Corner, right down the block on McDougal. Right after that, I went to the Pit.
Yeah.
Like that same day, I had that Bad Slava list. You know the Bad Slava list?
No.
There was this list where they had every single open mic in the city, and they would post it like once a week, right? And I just would copy the list, and I would just go to every single open mic. I would go up like 6 times a day.
That's crazy.
5 to 6 times a day. And then, it was just like the most thrilling shit.
That's like the quintessential thing that I always tell young comics when they want advice is just like, there's no substitute for doing it.
None. It's like being a cop. Like you cannot learn how to do it in a book. You have to be in the field.
Yeah.
You have to be in the field.
There's just nothing you can do. You have to go to these terrible open mics.
I'm glad you tell people this too, because I do think there's something missing in the way we wanted to do comedy. I think it's a little different for comedians that are starting it now. Like what they want out of it.
Right.
Because I feel like there's been a change in, I want to say this right, I don't want to sound like an old bitter dude, but I do think that it used to be like I'll see comics now, they'll post every joke that they're working on.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, that's the scariest thing in the world. Like, what? give it time. You just came up with that joke. Like, why would you post a joke doing media? Like, wouldn't you want to work that for a year and get that perfect? Like, to me, the worst thing you can do is burn material.
Yeah.
Like, even still, like, I hold on to jokes that they could be 2-3 years old, but I'm like, it's not ready yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's a flaw of a different nature or in a different direction. But I do think that there's a lot of comics who believe that putting stuff out is more important than putting the best thing out.
Yeah, but I think it's because of the media environment rewards people releasing a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
And so they feel like if they don't do that, they're never going to get booked anywhere and they're not going to be able to get themselves better.
Yeah, but do you think that that's sort of hurting them creatively?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It could be.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Because it's not perfect the way I do it. but I'm saying, like, to me, I get terrified of just that sort of landscape of constantly putting out all your stuff as opposed to really working on it and then presenting it when it's ready, when it's great. And it's like when I watch you guys coming up, the polish of it, it just
right. That watching, a special was special.
A special is special.
Yeah. All right. I asked that. Your persona as a comedian.
This is crazy that you have notes and shit.
Pages and pages of his questions. We narrowed down from more. Your stage persona is calm.
That's absurd.
Yeah, it's absurd. Your stage persona is calm. When are you not calm?
I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like I get anxious a lot.
You do?
Super anxious. Like, I can't sleep.
What gets you in that headspace?
I'm just thinking about concepts and jokes and tags and shows and careers and why are these comics putting everything out constantly? What am I doing? Should I be just dumping everything out? I think of that all the time. Just every choice that I could make, I think about.
Well, it's funny. I love your sketch show, that Dan Michael Che.
Oh shit, you're the one.
I loved it.
No, thank you.
I mean, I can't believe you don't do it anymore.
Sketch is a lot of work.
Yeah, sketch is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
But it's if people haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. It's so personal. In the best way.
I appreciate that's literally what we were trying to go for. We wouldn't we didn't want to do what SNL does, and we didn't want to do what Chappelle did, and all these great shows that had already done. We was trying to figure out a different angle, and one of the things was sort of making it personal and kind of, I don't know, approaching it almost like stand-up.
You had a whole kind of autopsy of your relationships that I thought was honestly one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a TV show.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know.
Was there any fear in doing that of who are my exes and all that kind of stuff?
No.
And what do they think of this?
I didn't mind because I wasn't afraid because I knew I wasn't lying about me.
Right. You're tough on yourself.
Yeah. So it wasn't, I wasn't letting myself off the hook. It wasn't like I'm making fun of them. I'm making fun of me and my thing. So it was that.
You're not punching down or up. You're punching in your face.
Yeah. I'm literally choking myself. So I wasn't really afraid because I feel like my kind of rule for comedy has always been as long as you're not lying, you're okay.
Yeah.
You just don't lie.
That's good.
I think that would be my pet peeve. I don't like liars.
When people are bullshitting.
I don't like lie. I don't like when you're saying you feel this way when I know you don't feel that way.
Yeah.
For a comedian, when they kind of push stuff that you're like, you're not that guy.
Yeah.
That's not. You just know that that's where the joke would be.
Right.
But I don't believe you. I don't believe you have those thoughts.
I made a joke a few years ago on this podcast, which is that liberals can't take jokes and conservatives can't write them. And I feel
That's
that
good.
when I watch your stuff, I'm like,
That's good.
I'm like, your audience is probably most likely liberal,
Yeah.
but also you're pushing their buttons all the time.
Yeah, I think liberals though I think they're turning a corner.
Yeah, I think possibly.
I think
Let's
liberals
hope they are.
I think liberals have finally realized that like, yeah, you're in a fight.
Yeah.
And they're punching you in the face and there's no rules and you're gonna have to swing back.
Well, the other day I was messaging you because like you don't go political almost ever. No. And then with the Snap stuff, you were just like, this is fucking insane.
Oh, well.
And then it got picked up everywhere.
Yeah.
Like Michael Che thinks this about the SNAP benefits and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was great.
But and that's not even necessarily for anybody's politics.
No, it's not political.
Yeah, it's just like just from a compassion standpoint. I do think there is this belief though, if it goes unchecked, I think it just becomes normalized.
You're right.
That people on welfare are just abusing the system in a way that they treat them like they're the billionaires. You know, these people. There's some people that get 2 welfare checks. You're like, whoa, $400? You know,
yeah.
Like I've been on welfare. I'm telling you, it's not fun. No one loves this. You know what I mean?
No one's killing it.
No one's killing it, dude.
Yeah.
Like I just took it a little personally, like the way people sort of have this strange belief that people on welfare are just having a great time blowing money and taking advantage of the system.
It's crazy.
And as someone who is a product of a home that was on welfare, and I remember we used to go to get the free lunch in the summertime. We would go to schools and community centers and, you know, all these programs really helped my family. So I don't know. I just try to humanize it in a way of like, hey, this happens for everybody. It's not as glamorous as you think it is.
This is the slow round. Who are you jealous of?
Who am I jealous of? Oof. I'm jealous of like beautiful women. No, like specifically.
No, I hear you.
Sometimes I'm like on Instagram and I'll just scroll through like a hot lady's Instagram and I'll just see the life they live.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, when do you have the time for all of this? And that makes me jealous of like how awesome life can be if I was just like a hot lady.
You know what they're scrolling through?
What?
Videos of Michael Che.
I don't think that's true.
Living your life.
I haven't seen that in my algorithm. Yeah, I think like hot women I'm jealous of. I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that. I wish I could just be like in Greece, chilling in the sun.
In Greece?
Well, the country, not
in Greece.
Yeah. Not in like a vat.
In Athens.
In Athens.
Yeah.
Mykonos.
You just want to be in a bikini?
Yeah, I just want to be like in a bikini.
A bikini in Mykonos.
Yeah. I want to be like in a pool next to the ocean, like so much water, a little hot tub, all the water I could think. Yeah, I like that.
But I think it's Chris Rock who said being famous is like being a hot woman.
It's not, man. Hot women have it way better.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Hell yeah. What?
I don't know.
You think Chris Rock's life is as good as Kim Kardashian's life?
I don't know.
You know. It's definitely not.
But then if you're the hot woman, you have to deal with people catcalling you and all yelling at you and
not
shit.
On an island in Greece. Oh, you good. There ain't nobody around. It's just you and God.
Did your life go how you expected it to go?
Hell no. Hell no.
What did you think was going to happen?
City job, work for the rest of my life, maybe get a break when I'm in my 70s or something like that if I make it or something. Yeah, like I thought it would just be like everybody I know.
Yeah.
Just work until you can't work no more.
Yeah.
I'm still working until I can't work no more, but it's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think comedy would be the thing.
Yeah.
But who does?
Who does?
I just knew I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just knew I enjoyed it. but I didn't know it would be the thing.
Yeah. What is the weirdest thing that gets served to you in your algorithm?
Sound like a broken record, but
Hot women.
Listen, it's not. I understand you see hot women in like, if you see like hot women in like Greece or something like, but I get hot women like selling houses, hot women. You know what I mean? Just like what? I can't even. Everything is hot women. Hot women making food,
selling watches,
everything. Yeah, they're just like they're everywhere.
Baking muffins,
yeah, sure. Frying Popeyes in their car. There's like hot women. There's
a theme here.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on? Anything? I don't know. That's sort of like getting annoying now. I'm like, all right, dude. I'm trying to stop.
Yeah. Do you have any material you're working on that you're open to discussing or throwing out there?
Oh shit! Oh wait a minute! This is a great opportunity. I don't want to fuck this up. What can I do? Wait. No, that's dark.
You can go dark.
All right. There was this one joke that I'm trying to figure it out. I told it one time a long time ago, like maybe my third year in comedy, second or third year in comedy, and I was like talking, maybe it was like first or second year in comedy, and it was about how like I think black people don't like the N-word because we don't know what it means yet. Like no one's ever explained to us exactly why or how we've become that.
Yeah.
And which kind of is like something. And then I was trying to find a word. The word I found was furball. The word I found was furball. That's the word I used at the time for like, let's say you were kidnapped and brought to like a faraway land and they made you pick cotton and they beat you and they did all these foul things to you. All because, according to them, you were a furball. You've never heard the word before. Yeah, sure. You don't know what it is. But every time you try to do something or you go somewhere, they're like, get out of here, you're furball, and all of this stuff. So it goes into that, but I just don't know where it goes. I think it was like something to like, because we might not be the furbals you're looking for or something in that world, or it's like with the N-word in particular, it's like always... It's become like the statement. It's become sort of like the placeholder for every offensive thing. Like,
that's right.
If you say anything, you're like, well, that's our N-word.
Right.
Like,
that's right.
Why is that? Why is everything your
Slow
N-word?
Down.
Why do you want one? You know what I mean?
Why do you want one?
Everybody has their N-word. Yeah, okay, whatever.
But I think that's funny, like furball. The reason I think that's great.
Furball sounds so silly. Yeah.
It's an inherently silly word. Yeah. And I think that you could basically take you channel the discomfort of the audience, which will be inevitable once you talk about this.
Right.
And have all of those uncomfortable things be channeled through your readings of furball.
Yeah. Because I do, yeah, it's silly enough.
You can also ask someone in the front row to say it. Say furball.
Say furball. It. Go ahead.
Give him the microphone. Say it. No, it's fine. It's fine with me.
You can say it. You can say it because you are one. Yeah, you don't even know.
Yeah. No, but I like that because it's like, because there is that thing where, for whatever reason, in the last 10 years, there's at any given moment, there's 5 words you can't say. Then it's 10, then it's 20, then it's 5 again. Then people start using this word again, and they're triumphant about it.
It's a pendulum of things. I think as the thing is the words have become arbitrary. I think people stop you from using the words because of the treatment and the feelings toward a certain group of people.
Yeah, of course.
But the word, you can still treat people bad.
Oh, yeah.
And not ever use the word.
100%.
So the guy that's using the word but doesn't treat people bad is way better than the person that doesn't use the word but is absolutely awful.
100%.
So I think like that's where, to me, the comedy lies.
For sure.
Yeah, I know people that use the N-word but don't treat people that way.
Yes.
And I know people that don't use the N-word that are profiting off of the pain of these people
100%.
directly. So I think that there's something funny in that sort of hypocrisy.
That was one of my jokes. Is I think it's odd that we celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day on the same day as Columbus Day. Why don't we choose a day that's meaningful to Indigenous people? Maybe like the day before Columbus arrived.
Oh.
Or any other day before he arrived.
I like that.
I thought it was something.
No, I like that. Because, you know, I always said that about, like, Black History Month. Like, 'cause every time people would say, like, oh, we don't need, like, anytime white people say we don't need Black History Month, I'm like, you're right. We should have White History Month. And it should be all the horrible things that white people have done to Black people. It's the same month.
Should do that
have
you done that as a bit?
No. But
That's a great bit.
It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, that's interesting. Well, what is it? It's
It's also a bogus thing. Black History Month, shortest month, etc.
Yes,
it's
cold.
It's cold. It's cold.
The most tropical people, the coldest month.
And then I wrote, we stole the land from Native Americans. Everybody knows that.
It's true.
It's one of the only crimes where the punishment is saying sorry and then not giving the thing back. Can you imagine if you stole a dozen muffins from a bakery and the cop chased you down? And you're like, I'm so sorry. And you're just eating the muffins. He's like, you got to give them back. I'm like, no, I can't give them back. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. And then I got this one too.
That's the whole part right there. Not giving it back.
Isn't that crazy?
That's the whole thing. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's wild. It's actually up on that wall. You were asking what the cards were for before. It goes, maybe the day before Columbus Day. Is on the second one.
I like Judaism is the Windows 95 of religion.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
I love that.
Yeah. That's a good one. I
had a joke, and I think it's a joke, and it's a line. It's a throwaway line in a larger joke, but it always makes people sad because the line is, some people don't believe in God. I don't think God believes in us.
Yeah,
it's sort of like that, but it in the fun of I tell it in the middle of a bigger joke, in the fun of that bigger joke, it halts. So I just stopped using it because I was like, oh, this just like ruins the momentum. But
totally.
I think it's so funny that God like maybe just doesn't believe in us. And I don't know what people don't want to hear that though. Like it's like a hard thing.
I had a thing this week about Christmas where I'm like, Christmas is Jesus' birthday. Mm-hmm. And at his birthday, they invite a fat guy who's drunk and has presents.
That's right.
And Jesus is like, wait, but isn't it my birthday? Who is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What is happening? Like, and then, I have just a whole thing. Like, I'm trying to write this thing, and it's totally half baked. But it's just about how like all of these holidays that we go, Columbus Day, but also Indigenous people, but also Thanksgiving.
There's way too many holidays,
right? And it's like Thanksgiving. It's like I'm at Thanksgiving with my parents-in-law. Like, we give thanks for blah, blah, blah. Why? Because we thanked the Indians? Did we? Like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like no one is sure. And then you get to Christmas. It's like, well, it's Christmas. It's Jesus' birthday. But we don't talk about, it's about Santa. Who's Santa? I don't know. Like, it's such a mess.
I wish we would just stop pretending holidays are for what they're not for. Let's just make Thanksgiving... It's food day.
It's food day.
Let's just make it food day.
Yeah.
And let's make Christmas gift day.
Yes.
That's it.
That's what it is. They should be broad categories.
Valentine's sex day.
Sex day.
July firework day. Just make it that. That's all it is.
We don't need the lore.
We don't need the legend. We're not celebrating that.
Yeah.
President's Day, mattress day.
Yeah.
That's it.
Columbus, it's like we all know Columbus didn't come to America. You know what I mean?
And we don't have to argue that. We like the part we like. Let's just make it that. Because what are we doing this for?
I don't know. It feels so disingenuous to me.
It's absolutely, because it is. Because it is. Let's just celebrate it why we celebrate it.
And then I wrote this down. I was playing Hangman with my daughter, which is a word game where you guess the word or phrase. And if you guess the letter and it's wrong, your daughter draws a human being of you being murdered in public. I got murdered in public by my daughter. And the phrase was, let's go swimming. And I didn't get it right. And I was hung in public, drawn by my daughter.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I just wrote down, this is in my notebook, but it's like whenever you play a game like that, you have to think, what's the derivation of this one? Clearly at some point, someone got hung. It's like, yeah.
I think I like to judge people by how they draw the arms.
How they draw the arms?
I draw the arms like this. I want the guy to struggle.
I want the guy to struggle.
His legs gotta be kicked out.
Oh, that's sick.
But you won't know until you've lost. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So it's like, you're like, wait a minute. That's an interesting drawing.
Yeah.
But that's what a man would look like.
Yeah, I think you have to judge the shoes sometimes too. Yeah, those aren't shoes. This person's terrible drawing.
Terrible drawing.
Yeah.
I have a joke that I've been talking about a little bit. It's kind of a joke I always tell, but it's like a throwaway joke just about how like I'm trying to slow down my drinking so I don't have to quit. Like I think there's a sweet spot.
There's a sweet spot.
Yeah, like my biggest fear is walking into my living room. My whole family's already there. Like if I'm drunk, you know what I mean? And they all got notes and shit. But I don't know where it goes from there. I just use it as like a throwaway. But I do think there is sort of this sweet spot in drinking enough where that you can drink for the rest of your life and not have to hard quit. I have friends that quit drinking when we were in our late 20s.
Yeah.
That I could see now they could go for a drink, you know? They wasn't as bad as they thought they might have been.
Totally.
But they can't, because if they did, it would make me sad. It would make everybody sad. They'd be like, oh no, you're drinking again.
Yeah.
So like, that's like a big decision to just quit.
Yeah, I think the thing to break apart is like how many days a week. I think you got to get into math. Do you drink 7 days a week?
No.
You drink 5 days a week?
3.
Or you think 3 before the people show up to your living room?
Let me ask you a question. Does 9 p.m. Does 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. count as 1 day or 2?
Those are 2 days.
That's 2 days? Come on. I think I judge days by clothes. If you're wearing the same thing, it's not a different day.
I accept that. I think that you should do this as crowd work.
Okay.
This is a great crowd work piece.
Okay.
You got to ask people. First of all, you got to ask how many days is acceptable a week to drink.
How many would you say?
I think you can get away with 4. I think over 4, you start to go, okay, is this a dependency?
I could
5
live
to
with
7
4.
feels like a dependency.
I could live with 4. 4 is good.
You're good with 4?
4 is good.
And then
What if I'm not okay? What if I'm all right? 4 is good.
But then let's break apart. Let's break apart how many drinks per session.
This is what I was worried about.
Okay.
So I got a very high tolerance though.
This is worrisome.
So like,
you're one of the people I worry about.
Okay, no,
What's your tolerance? 5 or 6 drinks?
Yeah, I could do that.
Let's go more than that.
No, I could do 5 or 6. I could do 5 or 6.
But that feels like how about 7 or 8?
I could do 7 or 8, but I can't do that. I can't do that twice.
How about 9 or 10?
I have done that. I can do that.
Wow.
I do that sometimes. No, 9 to 10. It depends on the drink, though.
That's people in the living room.
But wait a minute. No, hang on. Is a shot in a beer? How many drinks is that?
It's 1 3/4 drinks.
Okay. I could do 4. I could do 5. I could do 6. I can do 6. That's good. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
No, yeah, I can do 5. 4, 5, and 6.
All right, the final thing we do on the show is working out for a cause. Is there a nonprofit that you like to contribute to? You and I were talking the other day about food banks in New York based on the SNAP stuff, so I figure that might be a good one.
That is a great one.
I always say this on the show, but food banks do this amazing job of stretching $1.
It's really, really, really helpful. And shout out to Salomone, who I actually reached out to he's a spokesperson for them.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, so he actually gave me the contact.
Oh, that's great.
Initially, so I really appreciate that. I'm glad I got to do that.
We will contribute to them. We'll link to them in the show notes.
I don't know why we got so sad all of a sudden.
I think we're happy.
We could have said that funny.
This is me happy.
I know. My comedy just got to end in a serious voice.
This is my voiceover voice. This is my voiceover voice.
Yeah, I was feeling
real serious. Yeah. But I always say that on the show. Every episode we give to a nonprofit. If you listen every week and you go like, yeah, I'll give that someday. This is the one you should give to. This one. We'll link to them in show notes. It could be in your town. It could be the food bank in Cincinnati. It could be the food bank in San Jose. These are great organizations.
Yeah, and they never don't need help.
They never don't need help.
And we have enough. There's enough of us that have enough, and we pay a lot to live here, and I'm happy to do it. But you just want to make sure your money's going to the right places, and it seems to sometimes not be the case, so we have to do extra things to make sure that it balances out. But we'll remember that next November, right?
Thanksgiving. Michael Che, thank you so much. I have so much gratitude for your comedy.
You, man.
And you as a person.
Dude.
I
thank
love you
too.
so
much. I really, really, really appreciate everything. This was so much fun.